Alright everybody, welcome back to another Xvault gaming video. Xvault here, and today I want to go over a special video. This is my favorite time of year. A, because of the seasonal time specifically, but B, we as a gamer get some amazing Black Friday deals. And for those games, and in particular, I'm going to talk about this being the physical games, as well as what we're talking about per the thumbnail, the Walmart Black Friday ads. So this is quite a cool list. It's going to be my top picks. It's going to be the best bang for your buck, and I think you won't be disappointed, and this will go for your friends, family, loved ones, whomever. So let's go ahead and not have you wait anymore. Let's go ahead and jump to it. Alright, so like I was saying, I want to go over the best Black Friday ads per the Walmart ad for Black Friday game deals as of this time. So in particular, I will be going over this one, but I will be going over other ones such as Target, Best Buy, GameStop, wherever that has great game deals going out. But as of this time, this is the one that has been released, and I do want to go over this list of my preferred mentions and everything like that. I don't think you'll be disappointed. As of right now, Target is doing a buy two, get one free. However, these deals will actually be better than that, so I recommend holding off. This time frame is actually going to be for the online portion starting Monday, November 22nd at 7 p.m. online for those deals. But the doors will also open on Friday, November 26th at 5 a.m. So do keep that in mind. Again, these are for the physical copies of these games. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just get right to it. We're going to start from the highest tier for the highest price point to the lowest tier price point in my recommendations in each category. So first of all, we get some great deals at a price point of $35. This first game that I'm going to recommend just came out not long ago. We're talking about Far Cry 6, a game I'm enjoying, I'm having a lot of fun with, spending a countless amount of hours in. If you're a fan of the Far Cry series or just looking to jump in, this is a great price point to jump into. I've told you before, this game, most Ubisoft games in general, but especially Far Cry, will go on sale soon. Well, soon is this Black Friday because it was not released long ago, and we're looking at $35. So instead of this $59.99, you're down to the $35 itself. So I definitely recommend that there. Can't miss that out. So next on here is a big one. I told you also in a previous video, this game should be going on sale for Black Friday. We're looking at Guardians of the Galaxy. Now, Guardians of the Galaxy is a great game, got rave reviews. I did hold off because I was like, I do want it day one. I did want this day one, but I was like, after the event, I know it's through a different studio, through Square Enix, with Crystal Dynamics that did the Avengers game that's been very hot and cold with a lot of things and just not a very great game. So I had my reservations for Guardians of the Galaxy, but you know, here you have it. We're looking at $35. It has great reviews, and I do recommend it. Nothing but glowing reviews from those users with first-hand experiences, so I cannot wait to get my hands on this as well. So those will also be available, like I said, for Xbox, PC, and PlayStation as well for those two games, Far Cry 6 and Guardians of the Galaxy. Just a mention here to Splatoon 2 for the Switch. That is also $35. That's also a great price point for it. So if you have yet to pick up Splatoon 2, I also recommend you checking that out for the Switch as well. So I'll also have the thumbnails up here. This kind of shows everything as I'm talking about it, but I just want to point out the ones that I highly recommend in each category. So those are the three from that category. I know you'll see some other price points in the like snippet of some of the other games. You may be fans of those. I'm not 100% sure. But regardless, that's kind of what's going on there. So, you know, you're all going to have different opinions and all that. But again, these are my picks and what I would highly recommend. So going to the next category, we're going down to $25. Now, I'm very happy I've been holding off on this game. We're talking about Mass Effect, the Legendary Edition. This contains Mass Effect 1, Mass Effect 2, and 3. I myself, being a PlayStation ecosystem owner or player and staying in that category there, I never did play the first one, which was exclusive to Xbox for some time, and I think maybe PC, but was not on PlayStation, so I only played 2 and 3, so I can't wait to check out number 1 and see what I've kind of missed and see if they've updated some things there, which they kind of have, of course. So you can always check out the upgrade video on there if you would like. But for $25, 3 Mass Effect games and a new trophy list and so on and so forth, that's definitely worth a get in my book. So go get that if you have not yet. When that time comes here soon, $25. The next $25 on the list, I'm going to recommend. I know it's not ranking super high for a lot of folks, but it is Back 4 Blood. This game was also just released in October, and I know if you're a Game Pass owner, this game is on there. So if you're already a subscriber to Game Pass, you don't need to worry about this, but this is a physical copy. So if you are ever worried about Back 4 Blood falling off of that list, which it's not part of that Microsoft umbrella, at some point it could fall off. So if you want to make sure you just have this game just in case, even if you have Game Pass, I think this is a good get at $25. And for all of its shortcomings, I think this is a great get as well. Something I would certainly pick up for that price point, certainly fair. I also mentioned that this would also drop on sale, and it did. So the next one, which I'm a little shocked about it dropping to this price point so fast. I thought it would at least be like a $29 mark or something like that, or maybe $35. But we're already looking at Deathloop. So this is an acclaimed game already. It is a little bit hot and cold depending on who you play with, but ultimately people are like, it's not a bad game. It's a really good game. It's just not outstanding. You know what I mean? So, but Deathloop is definitely something I wanted to mention as well. $25. What a heck of a find. What a heck of a get. Certainly worth it. So definitely recommend that game as well. Now, the last game on the $25 list is actually going to be a Switch game, and we're looking at the Monster Hunter fans out there, Monster Hunter Rise. So $25 if you were able to hold off, or you just didn't get around to getting it yet, you're looking at picking that up for $25. So really an amazing find there, an amazing get. So that'll round up the $25 group there. Next, we're going to drop down to $20. That's right, we're already down to $20. The first one I want to recommend on there is Tony Hawk 1 and 2. I was hoping this would be super cheap. I thought we were looking at $25 for it, but here we are at $20 for Tony Hawk 1 and 2 remastered. Multiple times I almost picked this up at $30, $35, I think is as cheap as I found it on sale, high sale. So for it to be another $15 off for the Black Friday get, I really think that'll be a great find. And any nostalgic Tony Hawk fan, you're going to really look into getting this game. So definitely pick this up if you haven't already. I know I will want to do that if I don't get this as a gift. The next on the list is The Last of Us 2, already dropping to $20 for a physical owned copy. Now, this game is on PlayStation Now, surprisingly enough. So if you do subscribe to PlayStation Now, it's there. But again, kind of like with Back 4 Blood being on Game Pass, we don't know how long The Last of Us 2 may hang around. It may be forever on PlayStation Now, since it is a first-party studio for Sony. But just in case, or if you just like collecting or you like those physical copies, $20 is a heck of a get for The Last of Us 2. Second to last on this list, we're looking at Assassin's Creed Valhalla. So if for some reason you held off for an entire year of picking up the latest Assassin's Creed, well, you can pick up Assassin's Creed Valhalla for $20. Can't really beat that. I think it's a solid title for that. Me, myself, I'm certainly burned out on Assassin's Creed, but I do have some friends out there that just like to grind it out, and so be it. More power to you. Again, it's not a bad game. It's just more Assassin's Creed, and you'd think I'd be burned out of Far Cry, but I kind of am getting there for Far Cry. But Assassin's Creed burned out, $20 though, heck of a get. Go ahead and pick that up. To finalize out that group for $20, we are looking at Resident Evil 8, The Village. So again, if you held off on this game, didn't get around to getting it, $20 is a heck of a buy and pick up. You can play through this game a few times, do 100% everything, collect those special tokens and guns, and upgrade your person, and do maybe an S rank run or S plus rank run. It really was a good game. I paid full price for it. Ended up selling it after I beat it once. I didn't feel the need to plat the game. A lot of people are riding high on it. It is actually nominated as of today for Game of the Year, as well as Deathloop on this list, so keep that in mind. So both of those games, but especially Resident Evil 8, that is on Game of the Year nomination. definitely worth a get if you are a Resident Evil fan or looking to check out the series. $20 is amazing. So we're going to go to the lowest tier now. There's only a couple games in here that I want to mention. These games are a little bit older. Well, at least a couple of them are. But we're going down to $14. And that $14 mark, we are looking at the first mention, which is Watch Dogs Legion. This game is another Watch Dogs game. But it did get pretty decent reviews. It isn't maybe considered the best, but there's a lot of content behind it. Plenty of DLC out for it now. A lot of things you can do. They put out a ton of patches to stabilize it and make this really fleshed out. It does have multiplayer. A lot of cool things to do. So if you were ever a fan of Watch Dogs 1 or 2, this is going to, of course, expand on that franchise. And for $14, that's pretty much a steal. So I would highly recommend that. Now, here's the crazy part. I'm going to recommend the next game, which is Grand Theft Auto 5. Yes, this game's been out for a long time now, but it's there for $14, which is one of the cheapest I've ever seen it for. And if for some crazy reason you don't own Grand Theft Auto 5, here you go, $14. You can't really complain. Somehow it keeps selling allotments, so I don't know who doesn't own it at this point, but apparently somebody doesn't because it's high on the sales charts every single month. So apparently a lot of us still out there don't have it, looking to pick it up. Maybe you lost your physical copy or you want a physical copy and you only had a digital. There you go, $14. Can't really complain there. It still holds up, still a great game. Waiting on Grand Theft Auto 6, maybe in another 10 years, who knows. So for those Grand Theft Auto fans, that's what you can do there. Because the trilogy is not doing so well with the fans that got the remastered trilogy. Lots of bugs, lots of issues there. So look that up if you're curious, but I would hold off on buying the trilogy. I'd rather stick with Grand Theft Auto 5 at this point in time, especially for $14 if you don't already own it. And then, of course, just an honorable mention for the last game in this group of $14 is Mario and Rabbids. This is a tactical type of game. Something I did play. I didn't play it all the way through because I just didn't have time for it and I kind of lost interest, but the game really is cool. If you're a big tactics fan, like kind of like XCOM or Final Fantasy Tactics or something like that, this is a little more kidified overall and on the subject matter, but it's still actually very difficult, especially the later levels you get. So it isn't just be like, hey, my 10-year-old can play all the way through this. They may or may not be able to. So this is more geared towards teens and adults as far as difficulty, about halfway through. Still a really good game and a high recommendation, especially for $14. This is the cheapest I've ever seen this game. Usually it's been as low as $20 on a very good sale. So I think that's a great pickup. So anyways, I just wanted to round out those games, call them out, and let you know that entire list. So hopefully you can set that plan out ahead of you for next week and see what happens there. And we'll check back again in a future video. Hopefully we get some more sales. Like I said, I love these types of videos. I love these types of sales and everything like that. I love sharing that with everybody, sharing my excitement for picking up these games at great deals. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and wrap it up. Again, thank you everybody for your support so much. We are at 141 subscribers now. 9 away from hitting our goal of 150 subscribers. I really think we can do it. I really do. Before November 31st. So let's see if we can do that for sure. But if you haven't already, like, comment, do me a favor. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Help me out. Feel free to follow me on Twitter and join the Discord. I'm on Instagram. All this is in the description below. So check that out as well. And like I said, this is for Walmart Black Friday, and I will go ahead and wrap it up there. So I appreciate everybody, and we'll see you next time on the next Xvault gaming video, and hopefully some more sales here soon. And until next time, take care.